Hello and welcome to DCP Live Holiday Special End of 2022 / we got some stuff in Destiny going on, so it's going to be kind of a busy episode. Extravaganza.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I didn't get me
Cheers.
drinks.
Go get it.
Cheers.
Hurry up. Go away. Go get it.
I don't have anything to drink.
Oh.
Like unless I
No
make a cocktail.
cocktails?
That'll be,
Oh.
yeah,
No
that'll be in
cocktail?
the kitchen for 15 minutes. Whipping up a cocktail. Plus, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and it hits different when you got a kid.
That's fair. That's fair.
Briar, you got like a bunch of
You
gifts in the
definitely
background right there?
Yeah. I've been
Yeah.
wrapping presents, and I wrap in my office.
Man,
I figured it'd be a
that's
nice
cool.
holiday festive background for the podcast.
just
Yeah.
a
Just put the
regular
wrap
Santa
presents back
Claus,
there.
man. You little
Yeah.
Santa Claus factory back there, the workshop.
Yeah.
Do you give half the games that you buy for physical purchases as gifts later on in the year? Do you deal them
No,
out?
my kids only play PC games. Well, they have Switches, but they only really play PC games. So I did get them Pokemon for their birthday. And, because they're twins, Pokemon is great because you just get Violet
Yeah.
for one and Scarlet for the other.
Mm.
It's just goddamn perfect.
Yeah.
True.
See, I'm a twin, and I got red, and my brother got blue.
Yeah,
We were
perfect.
growing up. Yeah.
It's perfect. But because they're mostly PC gamers, I generally get them a Steam gift card.
Ah,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That's good.
Not as magical,
Very
but
good.
definitely.
Is
makes
everyone
sense.
done all their Christmas shopping or what?
What's that?
I think
Done
I
your
placed
Christmas
placed
shopping?
an order for some gifts on 2 days ago. So
Oh, are they
That
gonna
ain't
make it?
arriving.
it's they're already here. Most of them.
It
Oh,
is the
really?
22nd.
I got a hot tip.
Yeah, well, okay.
Anybody
I
who
might be
needs a
missing
last
one.
second, last
It takes like a
second
month.
gift?
From
A month?
Amazon?
Yes.
With Prime?
Yes. Probably.
Is that what next
my
day
God.
air is in the Down Under?
And maybe
1
not
month?
Amazon Prime.
The Kangaroo Express?
But Kangaroo Express is very slow over the holiday season.
Mm.
Like Danny ordered something in beginning of November that only just arrived.
I ordered
Wow.
something from Best Buy yesterday and it got here today
Yep.
by
Yeah.
courier. Like, listen to this. I ordered 2 identical gifts from Best Buy. This was a week or so ago. 2 identical gifts, right? In the same order. It was like, I clicked on the thing and then hit the time to button. One came via FedEx and one came via UPS. One was in a box and one was just in the retail packaging with the UPS label on it. Isn't that bizarre? Like, why?
Weird.
How is
Weird.
that the most efficient way of doing that? Have 2 trucks come to my house. I felt bad about it.
Assholes.
Yeah, not efficient. I
Yeah, no.
ordered Charlie a 24 pack of his favorite food for
Oh.
Christmas.
Yeah?
Ordered it today.
You know what he wants for Christmas? His
His
fucking balls
his
back.
balls back.
Give me some
He
truck
doesn't
nuts.
want
See-
them. All having your balls does as a cat is make you angry. If you take your balls, you're like, oh, peace, quiet, feeling
He
good.
was actually pretty sweet with as a fully intact cat. So I'm curious how he's going to be with
He's gonna be jelly.
with the old nut cut, because like that was yesterday. He went in, he woke up a different kitty, and like, whoa, what is going on? And he hasn't had the
Some would
chance.
say lesser of a kitty.
He hasn't had a chance to dig down there because he's got the cone. He's a cone boy right now.
Yeah.
He
So
doesn't even know what's going on. He just could feel a little bit of pain in a
yeah,
place where
yeah.
generally pleasure is known.
So I ordered him a 24 pack of his favorite food today, and it's coming tonight. So that's
Okay.
same day. We got same day.
Yeah.
for that.
I'm sure that'll square it up.
Yeah,
I
he'll be like,
saved
all
day
right.
to-
Oh, well, okay.
Same day to
Alright.
sleeping mask.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Same day, yeah.
Same day.
Same day.
I got bad news this morning. Like my dad got COVID like just yesterday,
Oh,
and
sorry.
they were hosting all of Christmas for like the entire family. So Christmas is literally cancelled.
Yeah.
Bummer.
That
Yeah, a bit
sucks.
of a
That's
bummer.
what happened to us for Thanksgiving. We just literally canceled it. We got sick.
Yeah, Leo's first Christmas. So we'll have to do
Aw.
something else.
True.
Yeah, we'll have to wait if everyone's better.
How's Leo's leg doing?
Yeah, for those who haven't been following along, he broke his leg. So yeah, we took him
Kickboxing,
back to
right?
But we
the-
caught everybody up last week. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We
Yeah, we
told him the
told-
story of how he bravely fought that kangaroo.
Right, the kangaroo that was attacking his poor defenseless father. Leo came around like
Yep.
the Ninja Turtle he is meant to be,
Yeah,
and broke his leg off in that kangaroo's ass.
Yep.
it was a holiday miracle.
Yeah, we went back to the hospital yesterday, and yeah, they're pretty happy with, like, they don't think the fracture is too big of a deal. You always get different opinions. Like the GP was like concerned about it, and then when we got to the specialist team, they're like, "Nah, it's fine. Basically, you don't need to cast anymore." They tried to give him a little like moon boot, you know, those like little like boots, but he's too small, so they're all too big. So it's like, oh well, just be careful, I guess. So that's where we're at.
They're like, there, he's a
Sheriff.
baby. His bones go
Yeah,
floppy
yeah.
floppy. He's pretty.
Basically, that's basically the advice. It took 4 hours to get that answer. We had 4 hours in the hospital yesterday. Baby,
Oh,
like,
lovely.
it's a baby. How much damage can you do? But yeah,
I do love that. I love that it's like you're brand new to the world, but we don't need to worry about you because
Yeah.
whatever.
You're
Fix
malleable.
yourself up. Yeah, you're bouncing.
Bendy and malleable.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll stay tuned. He's happy as usual anyway. So
Nice.
we're all good.
Awesome. Well,
Fantastic.
we do
What's
have
an eye? Farming. We farm.
farming.
We
yeah.
did.
Keeps and crypts.
We
Yep.
did.
How's it
I got
been?
4 out of 5 successions. In
Really?
a very short session. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
one red border.
Huh.
Succession or heritage?
No, for the shotgun.
Lol.
Not even what I wanted. But honestly, I wasn't even doing anything. I was just there, so I can't complain.
No. You're just along for the ride?
I was just there. I shot a worm at a guy. Yeah, good.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
How is the farming on that? Like I heard mixed
Apparently really
opinions. Yeah.
Well, from the people taking stats, you know, it's probably somewhere between 3 and 5% or something like that.
That's pretty low. Not very rewarding.
So, well, most people like just shoot in once a week, I guess, and do the end boss and get your guaranteed border, then get out.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
So it's, and you know, according to other stats, same deal with the Yeehaw hat in the dungeon. That percentage was apparently pretty low too.
Yeah, I saw that
23%.
come out, and it's really funny because you can compare them really well because the Titan and the Warlock has a helmet for the cowboy hat, and the Hunter has the class item. So you see that the class item is super low on the Hunter, it's super high on the other classes, and vice versa.
Oh, really?
So,
Interesting. Yeah.
yeah, like you are more likely to get the new exotic from the dungeon than to get a cowboy hat.
wow.
Yeah.
But honestly, the cowboy hat is cooler.
Yeah. I
It
feel like
is.
the cowboy hat's more coveted.
It
Than
took me
that
8
exotic.
hours to get the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
8
Part
hours
of me doesn't
farming.
mind there being hard stuff to get as long as it's
Me
really
neither.
cool.
Yeah.
No,
As long
there
as it's
should be
really
hard
cool.
stuff to get.
Like, you know, a lot of MMOs will have things that only have a 2% drop rate, and you have to
For
have
sure.
to farm them. I'd
that's-
rather that than it be in the fucking Eververse store. Put it that
Oh
way.
yeah. Way.
100%.
way
Yeah. And the fact that you can farm it, like that's a big thing as well, and not having it time gated. Because if this was time gated and a super low drop rate, like I could only do
Yeah.
it once a week, I'd end up
Yeah.
being like, screw it, I don't care that much.
Mhm.
But the fact that I
Yeah.
could farm it on the day that the dungeon came out, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna keep going until I get a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, though. Why don't we have checkpoints yet? Why do we have to have second characters with checkpoints on when they have farmable encounters?
Like
That doesn't make sense to me anymore.
just make it
Because they
convenient.
want you to farm them. Like, this feels like
Yeah.
a leftover thing that's like,
It
people
does.
used to save checkpoints on characters as a way to get around having to do the raid and dungeons again. But now
Yeah.
Bungie's like, hey, this encounter's farmable. We want you to farm it.
That's a
You
good
still
question.
have
Maybe
to
it's time
have
to
someone
update
save a
that.
checkpoint.
That's a good point.
Like, I think once you've completed it in a week, you should just have the checkpoints, right?
Like the menu to go through whichever one you want.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
Like Witch Queen campaign, hard mode. You just pick whatever mission you want to do,
Yeah.
whatever checkpoint you want.
Yeah.
Farm it.
Yeah.
You're right, Milo.
I mean, I think that'd be completely fine, especially if the drop rate's 2-3%. Like, give us a checkpoint, save us a little bit of time reloading back in. Because for A tracks, I'm pretty sure the reloading was probably takes longer than actual A tracks.
Oh, like triple the amount of time.
Yeah, we could do it in a minute 30.
Minute
Defeat
30.
A tracks, start to finish.
Wow.
Yep.
So it almost takes longer getting someone to swap characters, get the checkpoint, reload, everyone join back on them, start again.
Yeah.
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 So, new mission this week?
Oh yeah.
New mission, new exotic,
Mm,
new secret
Exotic.
thingy.
Gotta
What do you guys think
say,
of the mission?
I really like the mission. Oh, so I got a couple things to say. One, I like that there's no champions. I like that your power level is like capped. Like you can't over level it. And I like that it's just a fun, good activity. Like you don't have to, like with the champions thing, you don't even need to really have a loadout going. You can just go in and enjoy the ride. And my God, when you're in space and you can see the
Yeah.
traveler and the Earth,
So
it's
cool.
it's gorgeous. Like,
Mm.
my God.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen this kind of stuff in Destiny before with how beautiful their game is, but this was really just like, wow, this is really
Mhm.
great.
That shot of the like looking down on Earth with the traveler, I think it's
Yeah.
actually like a really it's almost instantly became like an iconic shot for Destiny, like an iconic view of the
Yeah.
game. It really looks
incredible.
so cool.
Mhm.
A totally
Yeah.
different view of this thing that we've been looking at forever.
Yeah, I kind of skipped that because I was being silly with the Titan. And I just Titan skate straight to the end.
You
You
didn't look
missed
at.
literally the best part of the mission.
Yeah, you didn't look
I
down at
know.
Earth.
I honestly thought I was gonna face a kill wall, but I just kept going. No one stopped me, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
So I just
it
skipped that part.
was definitely my favorite part. And then when you jump off and it switches to the animation of your character falling, like, wee.
I
Yeah.
didn't say
That
that
was
either.
amazing. Yeah.
Crash in
So-
chat says Traveler's too big though. I hate that I have that mindset, but I immediately saw the Traveler and was like, "Is that to scale?" I was like, "It's a bit big if you think about it for relation to the city, and then where you're at right here." Like,
Maybe that's how big
Well,
it
to be
is.
honest, I think the city's not to the correct scale. I think that's actually always how it's
that could be too, yeah.
depicted in the artwork and the concept
Yeah.
art. Is like you can see it from space, but when
Yeah.
you get in the city, obviously that like you can also see its full outline, and it's a bit.
Right?
Do you
Yeah.
think when we're in the city, it's too small?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 We also apparently have to ask Mylan how long it took to get to the first door.
The first door. I remember. I must have struggled. Did
The
I?
one where you jump up. You have to jump up and go.
Yeah. Oh look, puzzles aren't my strong point.
What, jumping?
Jumping. True.
No, you're right. It is a puzzle.
I enjoyed it. I did have a chat with chat afterwards about like I don't think I had as much punch as previous missions just because it was a familiar space, and I guess that was it was still cool. I do like that environment, but it wasn't like other missions that maybe felt a little bit more novel. And also I just have a hard time there being this space station that we've never discovered before that literally is
It's
linked
above
to
Earth.
like the Warsat network that can cause an extinction level event, and it's like just sort of overlooking the traveler. It's like I don't know. So you sort of had to suspend some reality to like make this work, which I think took a little bit of the fun out for me, but I still enjoyed it.
This
Interesting.
is my thing for me is one, the space part made me probably like it more than any other mission. Just because I think that might be, like you said, one of the most iconic and beautiful pieces of scenery that they've done.
Yeah.
And walking above that is super cool, and how it like turned the camera to be sideways when you got inside. And then I also just love that you had to surrender yourself to them, and they took away your weapons, and you're in third person, and then you have to pick up your weapons again. That's kind of what I meant by it was just a fun mission.
Yeah, it was.
I
It was
could
a
just
funny,
like
there was also good
enjoy.
moments. There were
Yeah,
good moments in
exactly.
there.
Yeah.
And like the microwave puzzle room was a good moment. The spacewalk.
I
was a
love that
good
it says
moment.
foreign biology microwave, and I'm like, it's actually a microwave. That's great.
Yeah, like there were actually lots of like just good moments, and the content wasn't
Yeah.
like difficult, and it wasn't meant to be. I think it was like a good mission, and it did sort of like go on from the main story this season, so it was like nicely integrated into
Yeah.
the story. Like it was part of the main
True.
story to
Wasn't
do the exotic
separate.
quest. It wasn't a separate like secret thing that didn't progress the narrative. Like it was sort of something you had to do to understand the story this season. So that was
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised
was
that
good
they intertwined it like that. Where you know,
yeah.
which I'm always mixed about these things because I like the firsthand experience, but I then think about future stuff. It's like, well, is this gonna just expire then with the season, or once this era is gone and then you don't get to go and like experience this mission again? You know, so
Hope not.
yeah,
Hope not.
I'm always mixed about
Well,
that stuff.
it was its own separate node, so I think it will remain as that exotic like quest
Mhm.
node, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that they tied it in like that and didn't make it like a, hey, you got some signal off in the distance. Go investigate it, and see what this is all about.
Yeah, well, that's what it normally is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wrote like 90% of Destiny there. Hey, we picked up a signal. We don't know what
Strange
it
signal. Investigate, Guardian.
is. Strange signal. Yes, guy.
Will it even say strange signal on there or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess
I
the weapon's interesting too, right? Like that's another.
yeah.
Yeah.
exotic
Shout
weapon
out
is-
to Mercules. God damn.
Before we go into that, I just want to say also
Yeah.
that I actually, I felt the same about the mission. It's like it was a nice, fun, just kind of
Yeah.
romp through. Like if you played the raid before Deep Stone Crypt, like you understand, some of the assets being used and all that. But I think it's a fun callback to those things to then experience it in this puzzly type of environment. So I definitely appreciate it. I thought it was cool, and I really liked that. Like you said, that spacewalk was just fantastic because like
It was, yeah.
you've seen the traveler in front of you in the city so many times that to get that perspective, right now in the game is very unique. So that is kind of like the chef's kiss moment for that. Yeah. So anyways,
Makes you think about what you're fighting for, Puts everything
Yeah.
in perspective.
exactly.
Last city below the traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get the weapon which Mercules designed.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
And it's gonna keep evolving to some extent, right? I actually,
It is. There's going to be 4 catalysts. Every week you're going to be able to get a new catalyst for it, which
That's
changes
what it is.
how it works.
Interesting. Yeah. So you get to pick
Yeah.
each catalyst that you want to work with to make, or how does that work?
I don't know, to be honest. All I know is that over 4 weeks, I assume it's 4 weeks because it's 4 catalysts. You're going to get different catalysts, which change the way that it kind of works.
Mhm.
Which I know it's time gated, and I know people were like, "Oh, time gated," but I also really appreciate that the gun we got also has a lot going on. Like you can choose if you want it to be a 2-burst pulse rifle, a 4-burst, and it charges into a sniper rifle. So like just as a gun right away, it's interesting and you have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
So I don't actually mind the time gatedness on that.
Your camera's froze, by the way. Watts, just to let you know in case
Minus.
something crazy. Oh, now it's not froze now.
Yeah,
It's
it
good
looks fine
now.
to me.
It wasn't on my side. It looks like it was Tefty.
It was me. It was my gigabit internet.
It's your
Um,
Christmas antler.
Gotta upgrade that.
It's my
Yeah,
my
you need
holiday
the-
cheer. I think I get the sentiment of the time gatedness that people go, don't know about that. But I also like the idea of something that evolves in the game over
Yeah.
time that you put investment into. Whether or not you like the crafting mechanics in Destiny right now, that's kind of another discussion and something that we bring up from time to time. But I appreciate the evolution that the gun is going to go through to like fully form into its full thing, because you get the essence of it right now. Like you can use it and you get to experience what this exotic weapon is, and I think it's cool. I like it. I think Merc did a great job.
I think overall the
Right.
package is good. Like it's a good package.
It's got good bones.
I wonder-
you get an experience, you get a spacewalk, you get all this kind of stuff, and then it's got a good exotic that's continuing to evolve. So that's like
Yeah.
a nice formula.
It's good. It is good. It's a good pulse rifle. It feels good. It sounds good.
Mhm.
The sniper shot on it is very generous for
Yeah.
headshots.
What was that event a couple of months ago where the weapon was changing over the course of a week? I wonder if that was like a test run
Telesto?
on the
Tele-
tech
yeah,
for
the
this
Telesto.
thing. Yeah.
That was Telesto becoming sentient. It's now Chat GPT in Google.
Yeah, true.
I wonder if that was like a test for the tech on how to upgrade this thing over the course of 4 weeks.
Sounds like you can just you can reshape it with whichever catalyst you want to like further hone what you want the weapon to do. And be.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Give it some personality then. Yeah. Briar, maybe. It's possible. Or they were testing out ways to hide stuff. So I think they were talking about
Hide
what
it in the
Telesto could do.
API, yeah.
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 But I really like the weapon. It feels good. You know, so for those that don't know, haven't got it yet. Basically, you get precision shots with the regular bullets, and then you get this like targeting data meter that starts showing up in the bottom left, and you have a chance, or you have a full capacity of 4 total segments or 4 shots that can happen once it's filled up, and then you hold the reload button, and then it switches scopes, and then you have this powerful sniper shot for each one of those targeting data things that you've charged up. So it gets you get this little mini game that happens when you using it, and also those shots persist if you swap weapons, which I really appreciate. I hate it when things just go away when you swap a weapon. You lose the progress that you made. So
it's
really,
definitely nice seeing this is a second gun that has that little progress meter now. Where your buffs are, because the Manticore has it too.
Yeah. Did
And
Terabot
now
have
this
something
has
like
it,
that too?
which
Only a good
Terabot
one.
sort of
doesn't have a bar. It has a like your actual gun gets shinier and
Yeah.
then
Oh,
it
yeah,
will tell
true,
you that
true,
it's
true.
active.
yeah. So that's nice. It feels like they're playing around with a bit more ways to have like exotic perks. The interesting thing is I took it into comp. It doesn't persist from round to round. So like you basically never have the sniper round because
Yeah.
you actually got to get quite a lot of precisions depending on the game mode to actually save one up. So it's a good gun by itself though, but it's
It is
sort
a
of
good
like-
gun.
Yeah, it feels good.
And Terabot
can't
apparently does have a bar now. They added a bar
Yeah.
to Terabot as well.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
So I guess that's just how
Interesting.
they're gonna show all of those kind of
Visual
weapons
stuff,
that
yeah.
Mhm. Is this
that
the
charge
first?
something up.
Is this the first Hake exotic pulse?
I think so.
I feel like it is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because that's
And both-
relatively unique.
Both bursts feel good too.
Mhm.
Like the 2 burst and 4 burst feels good.
People were saying one of the bursts is bugged though. I can't remember which one it was. Someone was saying
Probably 2.
was it 2 bursts, I think? They were saying 2 bursts wasn't doing that much damage
Yeah.
compared to the 4 bursts when in
In
PvE testing.
PvP, at least the
PvP it
4 burst
does.
does 27 per head and the 2 does 37.
Yeah.
So that
In
seems about
PvP it
right.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were testing on Carl. Don't know that.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think it's interesting. Yeah, I understand also that it's like a PvP weapon. It's designed to be that way. But it also
Seems
kind of
like it.
yeah, it opens up some interesting things for PvE as well, like being able to always generate sniper shots via just getting crits. So if you
Yeah.
are under leveled, technically you could just keep on pumping crits into something and then get these sniper shots and have this like endless loop of like a powerful hit that can happen. So I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
that's
things in
cool.
there. Yeah.
And it's got the barrier on it too, right? Anti-champ.
Yeah,
It
anti-bear
does,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, which is nice. I appreciate.
Anti-bear, which also will go on to the sniper thing, and everyone loves anti-bear
Yeah.
sniper.
I
Yeah.
actually haven't used it against champs. Is it only the heavy rounds, the sniper rounds that have the anti-barrier on it, or is it just
I think it's
in
all of
general?
it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
That makes
Yeah.
it.
I think I don't know for
stronger.
sure because I only tried it in PvP.
Mhm.
What I
Yeah, I didn't-
appreciate is that you can do like pulse rifle targeting, pulse rifle reload, and it counts for, of course, the sniper shot and the pulse. It's great.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's
It
cool.
is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Is that why it's generous with the sniper
pretty
shot?
it's pretty
Because
generous.
it considers pulsy
Yeah,
rather than a snipe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
cheaper mods.
I like it. I think it's an interesting concept. I think
It is. It's very cool.
I think Merc did a great job too. So congrats to
Merc
Merc.
did do a great job. It must feel really good to make your first weapon and have this kind of quest around it too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny works at its best when everything sort of comes together with all these different systems. You got the exotic, the gun and the perks, and then the quest with the mission that's integrated into the narrative and the story, and it's
Yeah.
people don't know exactly what's happening yet, and you've got great environments and scenic views.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
We played Trials.
Oh yeah, that happened too.
If you want to get into the Christmas spirit, I got
How
it.
was that?
I need to go get a drink.
It was very
so
bad.
sweaty.
Bad.
So
Very,
sweaty.
very bad.
Trials
Yeah.
being bad. What?
So the thing that's crazy is that this was a new weapon, first trials of the new season, a hand cannon, which is really popular, with a bug where if you go flawless, you can just print adept hand cannons.
Ooh.
And
And
force
the-
balls turned off.
Yeah. And the
It was a
population
perfect storm
was
of
not
sweat lords.
good. The population was not good at all.
Not good. Interesting. You'd think that more people would be like, time to hop in. Now's my chance. And just not it.
Yeah. No, this is I think the first time that I've really seen all of these things be put together and it not be a large population. Because even if you're like not a sweat and you're not trying to go for flawless, you still get the hand cannon at level 10
Mm-hmm.
on the rank up for Saint, and then you can focus more hand cannons with the engrams. So, but even then, you just I didn't see any just like regular folks jumping into trials, which really shows me that there is a significantly less interest in Destiny in general at the moment. It was
And
noticeable.
DMT is stupid strong again.
Oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
good. I hate
it
it.
good?
It is so like I am hitting shots I have no place hitting. Just hip firing, okay, and this is how I know it's broken. Hip firing across the map, getting crits again. It's back. I think it's
Wow.
worse than it was when it was really strong.
Really?
Yeah, it is. There's no reason to aim it. You just hip fire every distance, and you just hit crits with it. It's
It's
nutty.
truly
When you got
depressing.
3 people using it, you can't really peek. You're dead.
Yeah. It's Titans with shoot through shields, over shields, or really strong grenades running around with DMT. And that's
That's me. That's what I did
trials. That's trials right now.
too. Sight time with DMT, baby. Let's go.
So no bueno, huh? Wasn't a good trial experience.
Watts got 6, didn't you? And you fell at the
Got
gates.
6, lost twice, and that was the closest I got. Like even with like pretty good players. Like these were good players that I was playing with. Even then it was like 6 was the most, but on average we were getting like 4 wins. This is like I would say it's on par, if not slightly worse than end of season trials when no one's playing.
Wow, and this is the beginning
Yeah.
with new weapon and a bug to get infinite adepts.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I feel like maybe these Crucible changes aren't doing what they wanted them to do. Maybe I don't know. Just a thought.
Maybe
Who
they're
would have
busy.
imagined?
Maybe too busy playing High on Life. You know, it's on the Game Pass. You know.
Yeah, it's just all these other games. That's what it is. Yeah.
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 Oh, well.
Well,
Oh. I got a little bit of love. Forgot to talk about the
Well,
laws of the,
we didn't do any. So this is what happened last
Yeah.
week, Mylan.
You
We
have to
were
catch
all
us up.
like, we don't understand Rasputin stuff. We all collectively were like, it's like some made up sci-fi words with other made up sci-fi words, and we're just like,
Okay.
no.
triangulate.
The bunker Rasputin,
triangulate.
Charlemagne bunker. Yeah.
Bunker
Well,
busters.
you're in luck because I've written notes on a complete summary of week 1 and week 2. Haven't done week 3, but that was this week, so it's quite fresh. What do you know? Do you know anything about this season? What's up?
There's a war
it's-
mind.
Putting
Walmart, correct.
Rasputin in an exo.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Yeah.
the big robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Clovis Bray is a biatch.
There's a couple of things, right? Because the opening scene has Osiris talking to Anna Bray, and Osiris wants to work out his dream. What's going on with Neomuna. He actually acknowledges there's a city there now. They've already sent the hidden there, but they can't find it. So Osiris, plot number 1, it's Osiris actually wants Rasputin, or wants data from Rasputin to work out what's on Neptune to understand his dream better. Anna Bray wants to get Rasputin out of the engram and into the exo body. And Osiris says, well, we should go get Clovis Bray because he's probably the greatest bastion of Golden Age knowledge. If anyone knows how to do it, let's go talk to him. So there's sort of the two plot lines that are happening. And then on top of that, they reintroduced the Warsat network, which is like the planetary defense system that Rasputin was originally in charge of. They definitely bump up like what they can do. Like we have previous Grimoire cards on like basically space lasers, like just these like satellites that shoot lasers from space and like blow up a whole army. But like you said last time, 2 weeks ago, Tef, now they're like extinction level events from these Warsats. So Ziva Wrath is trying to gain control of Rasputin and the Warsats essentially to, blow us up, I guess.
Do the big laser.
Yeah, and that's like our third mission is not only to get Rasputin or save Rasputin, but to regain control of the Warsats. And that's the bit that is a little bit just not very obvious because I sort of just say it in a lot of the in-game text, but what I actually think is happening because we grab Clovis and we put him in the exo that Rasputin is meant to go in. So it's like, where's Rasputin going to go now? Like you just put...
Right.
We got Clovis. We put him into the exo chassis that is an experimental exo chassis that was meant for Rasputin.
We need to make a new one.
Well, I don't think Rasputin's going to go in a body. I think what it sounds like is we're going to restore him and we're going to upload him to the orbital station, which is the one we went on this week.
Oh.
Because the orbital station apparently is like the hub for the Warsat network. And that's why you have that weekly mission where you try to get the launch codes and stuff. You go to that station each time. You're trying to get into orbit, which is what we did in week 3 this week. We got there finally. Like that's the orbital station. That's where once we restore Rasputin, we're meant to upload him there. So I think Clovis is going to remain in the exo body. We're going to upload Rasputin to the Warsat hub and then like regain control of these planetary defense stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, no one trusts Clovis either because Clovis is like doing the same shit that Spider did. Like, hey, why don't we just take it for ourselves? The only person we can trust is ourselves. We should have control over the Warsats and Rasputin. Like, trust me, right? So you got that also happening too. And then you have the main mechanism, the main like gameplay loop of how to restore Rasputin, which is all to do with the sub mines. Charlemagne, Malahiyati. This is like way back Destiny 1 lore where there was multiple war mines and then the War Mind DLC, or was it Curse of Osiris DLC? I think it was End of Curse of Osiris, whatever. It came out and they're like, joke's on you. There's only one war mind. Everything else is a sub mind. And everyone got really angry about like the retcon to war mines essentially. Mm-hmm. But they expanded upon that this season. Sort of. It's a little bit confusing.
A little bit.
They made some lore that basically said there was this backup system available that would partition Rasputin's mind if he ever went rogue. And that's what a pillory bunker is. Meant to divide Rasputin's mind into segments.
Like Severance, the TV show.
Yeah, and you would think that would be a sub mind, right? Like that's what you go in the Spire of Watcher is a pillory bunker. So like these are meant to trap portions of Rasputin's mind in the case of him going rogue, and that's what sub minds are meant to be. But the confusing part is we obviously have sub minds.
Yeah.
And Rasputin hasn't been chopped up into pieces. So like I don't know how.
Are they his babies?
Yeah, so my interpretation is the sub minds that we see are like copies of sections of Rasputin's mind, and that's why we're collecting them to like basically restore him to full function. There will be a test after this. I'll be taking notes.
Pillory bunker.
Pillory bunker, correct.
Got
Splitting Rasputin's mind because of rogue. little fragmentation.
Yeah.
Defragment the hard
Mhm.
drive.
Segmented.
And there is some
Separating.
cool lore on Spire of the Watcher,
Yes.
which links to Neomuna.
Yes.
So we start to the lore of Spire, when you go through Spire, you start to realize that Xivu is not just after like the submines and Rasputin and the Warsat network, but they're looking for some other data. And you're starting to realize they're looking for the location of Neomuna on Neptune. And the background story that you get in the armor lore tabs pretty much confirms the origin story of Neptune, which is cool, of Neomuna. So there was another colony ship AI called Soteria, and essentially detected the darkness and the anomalies. And this is all like, I guess they're sort of responsible for informing Rasputin, like, hey, darkness is approached, don't know what this is. And then you have all the lore of Rasputin like going, oh shit, like this is danger. Let's start like pushing through these colonization efforts. And so Soteria did the same thing, like started to put ships into space, like predicting that there was going to be a catastrophic event. Clovis Bray was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? And Soteria, for whatever reason, I guess didn't want to disclose that to Clovis and like say like, hey, we've detected something that's pretty bad. Like, trust us with the AI. We know what's going on. Like, let us keep pushing these spaceships out. And he was like, no, I'm basically boss man, and locked Soteria into the Spire, like that, which was a pillory bunker, which was, in the reason that it existed and that tech was there was to capture Rasputin if he ever went rogue. So it was sort of had the tech there to,
Little AI jail.
Yeah, an AI jail. Yeah. So before that AI went into AI jail, she created a sub-mind, another sub-mind, a petition of the AI, right? Who's
the AI?
Yes, this is confusing.
Soteria.
She's not a sub-mind. She's like, so there's like.
Is that much Malaya?
Is she like another Rasputin, essentially?
No. Okay. So
Yeah.
there are sub-minds of Rasputin, and the two examples we have of them are Charlemagne and Malhayati. They're probably like higher level. So if you have like Rasputin, and then you have like these sub-minds like Malhayati and Charlemagne. These are, I guess, petitions of Rasputin's mind that we need to restore Rasputin. Underneath them, you have like colony ship AIs. So these are like Exodus Black, right?
Right.
So Soteria was like an Exodus Black, right? So it was an AI, but not necessarily like a partition of Rasputin or anything like that.
Okay.
So then, so imagine Exodus Black got imprisoned, but sent off like a portion of themselves, like maybe one of the personalities, right? That was what essentially sparked Neomuna. So there was a portion of Soteria that got sent off into space and just got basically eventually crash landed on Neptune and started Neomuna.
So AI, space, crash, city.
Correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Wasn't there in the plot of Event Horizon, didn't they go to Neptune to find a portal to hell? Anyways, side tangent.
That was a good movie, but I don't remember. It's been a while.
Maybe it was Jupiter. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was
Wrong area.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah. And we also got, so there's actually been a fair bit of lore.
There's
And
been
then
a lot of lore.
There's been a little bit of lore in Fenchurch. Fenchurch is
Yeah.
the new exotic
Really?
mission too.
Fenchurch?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's the
he
next
said
video
mate.
on Fenchurch.
Yeah.
He said mates. Yeah, he
said
must be
mate.
Aussie. So what do you know about Fenchurch?
He's, not
Out
around.
getting packages. He's getting packages. Like you know, Death Stranding. Fenchurch
yeah.
is that, I think. Yeah, he's walking around, packages, living packages.
Yeah.
That's Fen?
Finding.
It's a Strand
yeah.
game.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Strand,
Mates.
which links
Mates.
with Lightfall, so it makes sense.
I feel like since we've never actually seen Fen or just heard about, Fenchurch sent this. Wow, Fen that. Part of me always thinks that maybe like she killed him and like just says that he's still around. It's like some,
This
That
adds
would
Where's
up.
be some
Fenchurch?
evidence.
Oh, he's,
Oh, you sent some
Challenge.
packages. You're just not around ever because, you know, might have killed him.
Fenchurch has a pretty interesting backstory and is like this eccentric explorer guardian,
Like
who is an awoken warlock, was revived with a piece of silver on him, which was very specific to the awoken and had a very specific signature key on it that relates to like different families of awoken, and that's the same coin that Tess had. So that's why they think they're related, even though Fenchurch doesn't remember his backstory because he's a guardian and was revived. He takes on the uncle of Tess Everest because they both have this same coin. Tess is the one that's like, hey, you got a good eye for like collectibles. Why don't we start the Everest Trading Company?
Start a
So
business.
she takes, she's straight up capitalism. She takes whatever Fenchurch finds out in the wilderness to make the Eververse company, essentially the shop.
Yeah.
So that's like the law behind microtransactions is essentially Fenchurch is out there farming like all this guardian fashion and like weird glows and chrome.
He's taking them off the bodies of dead guardians, I bet, right? I mean, where
Yeah,
else would he be getting all this armor?
Exactly, reselling them. But he's also a bit like the Drifter. You don't know if he's just making stuff up. He's one of the only characters in Destiny to have claimed to be inside the Traveler. He's like, yeah, it smells like vanilla. And I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, it smells like vanilla in there. And I was like, what?
Vanilla.
What else has he said? I got a couple quotes. He said he's been inside the Traveler. Oh, this is a cool Easter egg. He also says that he's met. This is actually a nice Easter egg. You know the concept art for Destiny that had the tiger folk? Tiger heads?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they introduced the Tiger Mask during Festival of the Lost.
Yeah.
The lore on the Tiger Mask basically says, in the Vex's time conflux, I befriended a being with this striking visage. He was noble, brave, and bestial, Fenchurch Everest. So
he's visited the Tekken universe. He saw King. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
King is
That's
back.
the next tie-in. Tekken 8 Destiny crossover. Fenchurch appears in
I'm
Tekken
in.
8 as a Tiger Man.
Yeah. So they sort of like imply there's another Destiny universe where the concept art of Tiger folk existed, and they like it went through, and like there's Tiger people running around, which apparently was meant to be Shaxx. Apparently, originally Shaxx was meant to be one of the Tiger folk.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he has all these stories, and so it's a bit like the Drifter, like in that sense, is you don't really know if he's just making it up. But the interesting thing is he's also a hidden agent, and he's probably a really experienced hidden agent, which is what we sort of got more information on for the exotic mission, because he has a very low like call sign, and I think it's like FEN 92, and Akora's Akora 006. And like Eros is like 223. So like he's like, I guess early on in the hidden agents.
Wow.
And so when you get all these like bombastic stories, you start to think like, I wonder if this is a bit of like a cover as for him, you know, you tell enough like stupid stories, people stop listening and like, oh, it's just Fenchurch, when really he might be out there doing like a lot of secret agent stuff, which is like a cool idea for a hidden agent. The interesting thing is he basically discovered some pyramid tech. This is from the collector's edition in Witch Queen, and he had a dream of Marasov and Erismorn destroying a pyramid. And I completely forgot. I don't think I ever read this lore, so this was all new to me too. And he basically asked Erismorn if this was true, and Eris says it was true, but it's not quite clear why then Eris and Mara haven't shared information about how to destroy pyramid ships, or if it really did happen. But that's why he's cropped up in this mission, because the new gun seems to have pyramid tech linked to it.
Interesting.
So we'll probably see that story unfold a bit more as the gun evolves, hopefully. So I'm expecting Fenchurch to be involved with the evolution of the gun, and specifically probably interested in the pyramid tech in it, with the background of suspecting Eris Morn and Marasov have some strategy to destroy pyramids, but haven't revealed that yet.
And maybe he could be involved in Lightfall? Question mark. A little bit.
I don't know if he'll. I would love to see
Maybe more
Fenchurch.
lore?
I think he could be one of those characters that slowly bubbles along way
That'd
in the
be cool.
background, and probably this might be his time to become a bit more like front and center. And I
Instead of
think he's
just
got-
Fenchurch, there's no call from Fenchurch
Yeah.
today.
yeah. He sort of has the same feeling as Toland right now, right? Like early Toland, when
Yeah.
Toland was just sort of like quite a mysterious character, like doing some important stuff, but like not really spoken about.
Zealous.
So yeah.
He's gonna be Eververse on Neomuna.
Oh,
Fenchurch pulls up on Neomuna, our tower over there, and he's like,
Sup,
"Hey, guys."
Guardians?
So disappointed. I would be.
It would be terrible.
You know,
It
Nah, he
would
just
be
rolls
terrible.
into the Cloud Striders. Hey, you guys, they're not even wearing
Yeah.
tops. They're like not even wearing armor. Like, guys, have I got a deal for you?
I got some wares for you.
I've got some boots in the back of me Sparrow.
It's funny. I kind of feel like that's the
Mm.
problem for any kind of story stuff with Fenchurch in general, is that like he's so connected to Eververse when you play the game. Like that's your main point of hearing about Fenchurch is from Tess
It is.
Eververse. And so hearing lore entries, I'm like, man, this is a cool character. And I'm like, but is it gonna try to sell me some crap?
Probably.
Like,
true.
He
no,
might.
no thanks, Fen.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
There you go. You guys like 3 weeks of lore right there for you.
It's a lot
good.
of lore.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
A
wait,
lot of lore.
there was an interesting thing when we did this week's story, and Aramis was like, "You killed this guy, and he's back." The witness
yeah,
brought
yeah.
him back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
The lieutenant one, whatever it was, the
What's up
brought
there?
back as Yeah, I haven't looked into that yet.
Does
Obviously,
he have a ghost?
well, he's a
think
scorn,
it's-
right? He was like
it's the
scorn
witness tech.
stasis. So
Isn't it
Yeah.
like the witness
Um,
has the ability to reanimate these people? Or any of them,
I guess,
right?
yeah.
well, I think it's just acknowledging the witness because scorn are reanimated with like dark ether, which is a mixture of just basically darkness and ether. So I think it's just
Yeah.
implying that the witness can do that to reanimate fallen with dark ether. And it's a bit of a blow to Aramis because obviously she failed to do Nezarec and collect the pieces for Nezarec, and now it's sort of like big boss man stepping in and is a bit like, well, if you can't do it, I'm gonna resurrect all your plebs as fallen zombies to do the work that I need to get done.
Man, it would have been better if Aramis got Nezzy, because then the witness would have resurrected him. That would have been cooler.
Yeah, Nezzy could have came back. Yeah, true.
Spit it up, Osiris. Put it back.
I wonder how Mithrax is going at the moment. Anyone know? Think he's good?
Probably.
Is he coming down from a bender of some Nezzy parts?
Yeah, I need to look into this week 3, some of the other story bits that happened. But yeah, I think it's just they're still setting up Aramis like she could betray the witness with those kind of things.
Yeah.
Because you saw in like week 1 or week 2 too, where it was like
Yeah.
Aramis's punishment for like failing was having like her lieutenants and captains like reanimated a scorn to
Interesting.
try to steal
Yeah.
the submines.
It's interesting, because obviously Aramis was showing kind of hints that she'd love to be welcomed back in, with the storyline last season. And then maybe this kind of pushes her over the edge more, where it's not the witness completely turning against her, but the witness maybe not believing in her anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, I actually haven't heard the radio message this week's. Locker just said Aramis and Mara had a radio conversation this week.
All right, someone type it in chat, verbatim, word for word.
Copy that.
Apparently it's a big
That's
deal.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to really wrap my head around the lore this season and keep up with it. Like last season and the seasons before, I was doing a pretty good job, and I was like, "Ooh, interesting." But this time around, I'm like,
It is a little bit more convoluted. There's a little bit more moving parts, and I am interesting hearing that because I'm actually really enjoying the story this season. I think it's been more integrated, and it contributes to Neomuna stuff, and everything sort of fits. Mostly fits. Like there are things that I don't like all of a sudden there's this orbital station that no one knew about, no one had been to, and controls the entire Warsat network. But it is what it is.
That's definitely strange. I think what the disconnect for me is like going and doing the same kind of bunker location type of things, and then the same area to crack this open or whatever. That has definitely blurred the lines of what's happening for me. I'm keeping track relatively well of what's the main beats, but it does have a bit of like the same vibe from these first 3 weeks so far. But I don't know. That could change pretty drastically once other things start cracking open.
Oh, there was the other thing with the hive knight that was in the mission, the helium sniffer guy.
Yeah, they've actually put a lot of those things in there too. A lot of Xivu Wrath's forces are named after all the warring Xivu did in the Books of Sorrow, essentially.
Yeah, so I've seen a couple
they
people.
Took out.
Yeah, I've seen people being excited about that because they're like, these knights are old. They're from the Books of Sorrow.
Yeah. They've done a good job at like showing Xivu's power without showing Xivu, like by having those knights in the game. Like these were ones that destroyed Torah Battle and the Ammonites and the helium drinkers and these like names that you never see typically in the game. They're on the Books of Sorrow. So
interesting.
Cool.
A lot of interesting stuff going on.
Yeah.
I'll try and pay attention.
Yep.
I think it's all the words. Charlemagne, Rasputin, Bunker, the hive mind.
Honestly, it doesn't sink in for me when I play the game. I got to go back. I dump it into Adobe, and I literally scrub through every footage, and I chop up every bit of dialogue, and then I like reread it like in order.
Yeah, it is hard in game.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it now. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, it's exciting.
No TWAB. They're off until the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, I could definitely. Oh, people are asking about Petrichor. There's a mention of Petrichor in the exotic mission, I think, and it just means wet earth, and there is a lore entry about the Black Armory during the collapse and the darkness approaching, and it smells of wet earth.
Yeah, wasn't there the thing last season where there was the lore thing where they were talking about something else smelling like wet soil?
Maybe I haven't looked into
it. I remember
us
talking about that.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, something. A lot of wet soil references. What's the lore on wet soil?
I think it's just the metaphor. Like the storm is coming, the second collapse is coming, the pyramid ships are about to attack, the fleet's here, that kind of stuff.
War smells like soil. It currently smells like soil. War's coming. Okay.
Right before it rains, the smell of war.
Yeah, winter is coming. Yeah, I think it's just the darkness approaching.
Right.
Kind of deal.
Okay.
Dark fleet, darkness.
The smell of your solar system descending into darkness. Got it.
Yep.
Not a big deal then.
Well, anything else this week?
That's the podcast, I guess.
That's the podcast. Merry Christmas.
No, I think we that was been a busy week. The exotic mission, trials, all the lore.
Mm-hmm. How are you enjoying the dungeon?
A little bit of dungeon. Oh yeah, good one. I still haven't got solo flawless yet. However, I also don't have the artifacts that really help that out. The artifact level.
Yeah. That's
what I'm working on. It's a marathon. It's just like I've got to the end boss and like been down to like maybe two more three phases, and then I've died to a supplicant, and then it's very different doing a solo force in this dungeon compared to other ones where you can get through. You can have multiple attempts. Like I'm only doing like one attempt a stream because it takes like 2 hours.
Yeah.
At my light level, and not having those artifacts, it takes like it's a 2-hour attempt.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm not doing all that again. So I sort of like do one a stream. I don't know how I feel about. I do like how much health the bosses have because it does encourage me to go and get other gear because I sort of really want guns like Cataclysmic now, which I don't have because my DPS is so low, and it would be nice to have that stuff. And I think that's what encourages you to chase stuff in Destiny, is like to do an activity and realize that you're not very optimal and you might want to go get another piece of gear. That's good. However, I don't really like the whole setup where there's basically these two artifact mods that significantly make solo floors easier.
Yeah.
And people are there because they've bounty farmed and they're just doing things to get XP. And it's like I very much feel like I'm being punished because I like the dungeon. I want to play the dungeon, but I'm not really getting XP in there for doing the dungeon. And so it would be worth my time to just go and do other stuff that I don't like doing to get XP. To get
That's how it always
artifacts,
is,
then come
right?
back.
It's always
Yeah.
doing stuff you don't want to do. I think Destiny would be a better experience if people could play on the character they want to play on and do the activity they want to do and still be efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm having fun with it. It's just it's always that like I really should just go do bounties and just level this up so I
Just
can...
open your Christmas boxes. It's got a bunch of XP in there.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get any of the thorning spirit from doing dungeon.
Yeah. Right.
You have to have the ship equipped so you get extra dawning spirit from doing random things. I know.
I feel you though on that artifact stuff. I'm in like the same boat. I'm like, okay, I should go do other stuff to level up, but I'd rather do this. But it's not going to be as efficient because I should unlock these other mods. I'm like, yes, I probably could have if I just focused on that and not played the dungeon.
And then I gotta like basically every 30 minutes when someone new comes in stream explain why I'm not using solo artifact mod with this, that, and don't have a category. I was like, I don't have these things. Why don't you go level? Because I don't want to level. So yeah.
All right.
Dungeon.
There you have it. Yeah, when is Bungie gonna be back with TWAB stuff? Like sometime in January, right?
Sometime in January. I don't remember
Usually
when
they
they
take like
said.
pretty much a full month off, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would have said in the TWAB. I'll take a look. I don't know if they're coming back after Iron Banner. January 12th.
12th, okay. Yeah.
January 12th.
That's
It's a few weeks, yeah. So yeah. There's gonna be
That will indeed
minimal
be
news,
the
obviously.
week. That will be the week after we've played Iron Banner for a week.
Okay.
So maybe
Okay.
they'll have some info about Iron Banner play rates or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's gonna be the
I mean,
build up to the
They gotta start
expansion.
going into like, they gotta start like going into full hype mode, right, for Lightfall.
It's really soon. It's crazy because I don't really think about it because it's like, I don't know, things are coming to the end of the year and I'm like, oh, no new game releases. It's just so far away. But February.
Yeah. End of February, right?
Not
So
far at
2
all.
months away.
End of February. Yeah.
Yeah.
And February's a short month, so.
Yep. Again,
I've decided to sleep all the way through January to like build up sleep. That way I don't have to sleep at all during February.
Yeah.
If only
nice.
that's how it worked. Oh, I wish.
Or start a wicked meth habit. Just
Wicked.
Get
That'll get you
after
through
it.
as well.
Adderall. that's probably easily acquired.
I honestly don't think coffee has an impact on me anymore. Like I drink a coffee and I feel more tired now.
Yeah.
It's been that way for me for a long time too. Be like, oh, I should drink some
Back
coffee.
and energy drinks really impact my health.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
I'll be rolling up into the Lightfall raid, barely ready. So, be prepared.
That'll be fun. New raid.
I'm very excited to do new raid. I just like experiencing it day one.
Mm.
Seeing the settings, Love others. Love
Yeah.
that.
And with Strand and the new setting,
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
raid.
I can't wait for
Day
Strand.
one.
Strand looks like it's gonna be fun as hell.
That's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, the new area looks hella cool as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You want to do some Twitter questions?
Yeah. Let's do it.
I do.
Simon Come On says, would you rather get drunk or high with buds? Yes.
High for me because then I don't have any of the negatives of being drunk. Like
Yeah,
I'm
drunk
not
hurts
gonna
my
get a
brain too much
headache.
now.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
wake up feeling bad.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like the hangover from being drunk sucks. Where if we can just
does.
get high, that sounds fun.
You just get
But I
to
do
go
like
to
having a
sleep.
couple drinks. Having a couple drinks with friends is fine.
Yeah.
Just not getting
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
Javarino says, happy holidays, DCP. Clovis Bray has just named you lead scientist on his next dubious ethical research project. What kind of ridiculously expensive mad science are you performing?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. You know the
Okay.
murder button? Have you ever heard of this? Like, you can have any wish if you hit this button, but when you hit the button, one person on Earth is going to die. You don't know who it's going to be.
Mhm.
I would have that for pizza. You can eat this entire pizza and it's going to have no calories, but when you hit the button, somebody else on Earth is getting those calories.
Oh, okay. Not dying, getting
Oh,
calories.
wow.
That's actually fine.
Real?
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah. I was like, this is dark, man. Until you said the very end.
They're like, oh,
Plot
calories.
twist.
Okay,
Just-
yeah.
Just get rid of those calories. All the pizza you want, boom.
Yeah, that's
Phantom
good.
Somebody else
calorie
getting fat,
ingestion.
though.
That is nice.
Some poor person out there just getting absolutely. They're like, bro, I'm not even eating anything.
Go to
I'm
the
working out
doctor.
like a demon over here. I can't stop gaining weight.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think the invention should be what you said before, like invent like a sleep bank where you could
Oh.
save your sleep hours and then you could just not sleep.
Can I just like hook it up to my arm? Is injecting the sleep into
Yeah.
it? Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, same invention with the button. When I hit the button, I no longer feel tired, but somebody instantly develops narcolepsy. Just like
Feels tired. Transfers
sleeps
your
for 8 hours
tiredness.
wherever they are.
This button technology.
Hopefully you
is
hit
advanced.
someone in bed. And they'd probably thank you for that one.
You don't get to choose.
It's random. Are you
Yeah, I think
a part of the randomness? Like, what if like out of all the people on Earth,
Mm.
can you be one of the
Chooses
people that it accidentally selects?
Oh, that would suck. The button malfunctions. You just hitting it and like falling asleep.
Boom.
Actually, that would come in handy too, to be honest. If I could have a button that just caused me to fall asleep immediately, that'd be excellent.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called having kids.
But then you can't sleep for long.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You get woken up.
I got a question for you guys. I actually
Oh,
heard
mhm.
this on another podcast, and I really wanted to ask you guys what you
Okay.
thought. If you had the option of farting for 3 hours straight,
Mm.
but you get to choose the time and location of your 3-hour fart, and the trade-off is
On
you
a
don't have to
plane.
fart for the rest of the year. You get a fart-free year if you choose this option. Would you take it?
For 3 hours straight. Like,
Is
there's
it like
no
is it
stopping
like puff, puff,
Yeah,
small
is it like-
Yeah, is it
tiny
puff,
teeny
puff,
teeny
pass?
puff, puff?
Or is it?
Or
Or is it just- yeah.
Yeah, like you just threw the generator on. Did
Yeah,
the
that's a
air
good question.
conditioning just come on?
I think if it was too hardcore, like you blow out your ass, like you get like chafing on your asshole, like just like.
Wow.
It would-
But
like, after the first half hour,
Are
you'd be
there
in real
any
pain.
animators who watch the podcast? Please animate Briar's butt cheeks doing that. Thank you.
for 3
appreciate
hours.
it.
I don't think it's worth it. I don't
No.
feel like farts inconvenience me that much. I mean, they don't inconvenience me. They inconvenience other people. Like, it's not my problem.
Sometimes you want to accentuate a point with the fart, in discussion, and then, as the end. You don't get that. You're robbing yourself
Well, you
of
could
that
accentuate it once a
effect.
year, but it would be 3-hour accentuation.
I'm just imagining Tefty having an argument and the mic drop is.
All right, I was just curious.
I don't know. I might take it. I'm thinking about it.
How would you plan your 3
Think about
hours?
it.
Thinking about it. You just
Like,
be
would you have to?
chilling.
Would you have to be outside just so you got air? Because you could have been in an enclosed room because you might die.
I would plan it to start at about 9 o'clock on a Thursday evening.
Yeah, you're on a podcast.
Podcast.
Aaron asked during the whole podcast.
That would be an entertaining show.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm okay
think
with that.
here's the thing. There's just too many variables. Is it a really intense fart? Are you actually like, type of stuff, or is it just
Yeah.
a slow pass where like, because those would affect a lot for the 3 hours of
It
your
does.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Javerino. Oh, we just read that one. Sorry. Spade says, "Does the blood of Jesus cover the sins of Neanderthals too, or just Homo sapiens?"
Hmm.
Hmm.
It
Sin-
covers
he-
Fen
he-
Church.
He forgave the sins of man, right? Isn't that what it was? Are
What does it say in the
Neanderthals man?
Bible specifically?
What's the lore in the Bible, Mylan?
Neanderthals are early people, but are they considered humans?
Hmm.
I don't know. By God,
Right.
By God specifically.
I'm not gonna lie. God is a little choosy about these things. Very specific. I don't know.
I don't know. If there's any Neanderthals listening, if you could
Oh,
drink
yeah.
the blood of Jesus and let us know what happens, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
let's,
Right.
let us know. That would be actually
Kind
really
of
helpful.
cleansing effect.
Actually,
you might
film
get.
that. Send us a link to that
Yeah,
TikTok.
and
before they
TikTok
take
of
down
that.
TikTok.
Be great.
Hopefully you don't die. It's not like burning poison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas says, "How would you rate the Grimoire anthology as a Christmas present on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being a cursed thrall jump scaring you, 10 being a tower of nut bushing, taint scratching, cannibalistic Peregrine Greaves wearing guardians."
That sounds
I mean, it's obviously
amazing.
10.
Yeah, I feel like it's a 10. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, do they care about Destiny?
That's it. I think
Just buy them.
that is a big question.
The Grimoire
this really a
anthologies are
question?
beautiful books. They are.
They are
really good
beautiful.
books.
They're
They are
really,
great
really
books.
well
Yeah,
made books.
tell 'em
They
it's
look
a-
good on a bookshelf.
tell 'em it's
Are they
a
still like? Can
historical
you buy all
account.
4 volumes still?
I don't know how you go about buying the early volumes, to be honest.
I mean, he got them. They're all here.
Okay,
Thomas, is this a gift for you or for somebody
for
else?
someone else?
Yeah.
Generic Bro says, "What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?"
Probably a whole tablespoon of Vegemite.
Yeah.
That was-
Same.
That was poisonous.
You're absolutely
actually.
right. I'm
Yeah.
not very adventurous when it comes to the food. So, yeah, the Vegemite.
Specifically, a whole tablespoon.
Yeah.
Teaspoon.
Yeah.
I'll try
Way too much.
anything once, but I'll never try Vegemite twice.
A spoonful.
That is, if somebody offers me Vegemite, I might punch him. Like that's a threat.
What
You're
if it's a
trying to harm
kangaroo? Then you're fighting a
Trying to
kangaroo and they're
dehydrate
jacked.
me.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Strangest thing. I mean, I've had crocodile. It was delicious.
That is delicious.
It's chicken.
Yeah, it was cooked like chicken. It was crocodile cooked like fried like chicken, and it was really nice.
I've never had crocodile, but I've had alligator. I assume they taste similar.
Yeah, I think so.
Completely different.
I think it's weird eating soft shell crabs. Like, just take the fucking shell off. It's not good. The shell's not good, even if it's soft. Fuck that. That's weird.
Mm.
Soft shell crabs are delicious, and it looks odd though because it's in the shape of the animal still.
Like an ocean bug.
Yeah,
Mm.
if you have had them like little crabs, they're just in the shape of a crab.
Yeah. Yikes. Oof.
They deep fry them. There's a Thai place that does it near me, and it's actually really nice.
I'm
But
sure.
also, it looks like a crab. Straight whole crab.
Me and my wife were driving around one time. This is several years ago, and NPR was doing a news story about the rumor that calamari was made from pigs' anuses.
Mm.
Okay.
Now, anybody who's had calamari, it will be
Mhm.
instantly familiar with the little round ones, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And the
Checks
fact that
out.
NPR was doing a news story on this was very concerning because we were both big fans of what we now thought to be pig's anuses.
If it's delicious, does it matter if it's pig's anuses? If you
Uh-huh.
already eat
Yeah,
pig,
it does.
It does
Why?
matter?
why would it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would it matter?
I don't know. There's a hygienic factor to it.
Have you
Like,
eaten a
how
hot dog?
are you that
Do-
how
are
clean
you
this
are you
pig's anus is
aware
gonna be?
of seafood and what most of seafood do? Because they like suck the dirt off the floor of the ocean.
That's true.
and
That's true.
Suck the
I
dirt
mean,
off animals.
Are you aware what hot dogs are made of?
They're like the ocean's butt.
I am aware.
Hot dogs are lots of animals' butts.
yeah.
Kind of true.
It's
It's just too
It's the
real.
whole
The
pot.
pig's anus thing is just too real.
so what was
But
the
it turned out to
conclusion?
be, thankfully, not true.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who'd have
Interesting.
thought?
Thank goodness.
Autobot Dawson says, if you were playing Dirty Santa with NPCs from Destiny, anybody want to venture a guess? That's
I'm
what Dirty
Googling it.
Santa is?
Dirty Santa.
Who would you be most likely to steal a gift from, and who would you be most likely to steal a gift from you? Happy holidays. So I think this is like a Yankee swap where you hand out the gifts
Oh.
and you kind of go around in a circle and like steal the gifts.
Yeah, my wife went to a Christmas party. It was like this. Everyone brings like one gift and you put it in a
Yeah.
big pile, and then you like take turns, and you can either steal or like open up a new gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a really motherfucky way to spend Christmas.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
You're really going to piss somebody off.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
That does sound pretty good.
I mean, Drifter would like break. He would definitely just steal everything.
He would.
Well, you're
Oh, yeah.
only allowed to steal one thing per round.
Yeah, but I feel like he would break the rules somehow. Steal multiple.
Yeah.
What would the drifter bring? Some moldy goop.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah, probably some darkness motes or something.
Yeah.
Disguised as chocolates.
Yeah.
Tess would show up with cookies because there's no way she's going to give us anything out of her store for free.
Yeah. She's gonna give a coupon, a discount coupon.
Mhm. And then who would we steal from?
Tess.
Yeah, Tess would be the best
probably.
option.
She will have the good stuff. That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah. Steal it right.
Be like, what are you gonna get from everyone else? Stuff you already have. Be like, oh, another one of that Vanguard weapon that I have deleted 1 million of.
Oh, it's an Edge Transit. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah. You're stealing from Tess.
Starscream S13 says, what is the best thing that's come over the last year in Destiny 2? What are you most excited for or hopeful for in Destiny 2 for 2023? I think the rework of the subclass is the best thing.
Yeah, this
this
year
year,
for
right?
sure. That's
Yeah,
been. It's such a big change. It's kind of hard to comprehend that it's only been around for like
True. Yeah.
just this year, essentially, right?
Mm.
Yeah, and those are some massive fundamental changes. Obviously, excited for Strand to get introduced into the stuff. Oh, and Stasis as well. I mean, I feel like with the 3.0 rework, like Stasis kind of gets, you know.
I do like stasis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
New location, obviously, exciting.
Clayton Kisco says, what's the best gift you ever received?
Oh my
PlayStation-
god.
VR headset, Hive or whatever it's called, Vive VR. These are the best gift I ever gotten from Danny.
In 1989, I got a Sega Genesis for Christmas. And that was like the year it was brand new, like fresh out.
That's
Wow.
pretty good.
That was pretty fucking hype. That was pretty good.
And getting a new console on Christmas is really fun.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Well, back
I've
Definitely.
been
then,
lucky enough to do that for my boys 3 times. And each time it's been like, oh, this is hella exciting.
did you
The
open
one
it
time
up? Did you open it up and download these software updates so it was playable?
I did for the
Yeah.
Wii U, but I did not for the Switch.
Ooh.
But the best one, actually, I got him an Xbox 360. I don't think I did it with the Xbox 360 either. But I the best one actually was not the console, it was the PC because we built them together, and that was
Oh,
actually
nice.
really fun.
That's cool.
So I got them all the parts, and then we built them after Christmas together.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Nice.
Says, would you rather eat 15 pounds of crawfish with Patrick or 15 pounds of your choosing of the food with Patrick?
Yeah, you see, the problem is not eating food with Patrick. Never has been.
Every time the question is always like, you hate Patrick. You hate eating with him. He like does weird stuff when he eats. He probably consumes it via his butthole.
Yeah.
And
Patrick's a huge
Patrick's
proponent.
never the problem.
He's a huge proponent of pig anus calamari. He wants to eat it all the time.
I think it stems from the mama birding. I think that's why people are thinking Patrick has
If you
other
ask,
things we don't know
will
about.
You're absolutely right.
If you're asking, would I eat 15 pounds of mama birded crawfish or 15 pounds of something else mama birded
Oh
from
my
Patrick?
God.
Then you got a
15 pounds of
question.
anything is
Jesus.
a bad time.
Yeah, that's just
Not
too
if
much
it's
food. You're going to
hot
make yourself
Cheetos.
sick. You might have to have a hospital visit because you've ingested too much food. 15
You've
pounds.
Not if
exploded
it's
your
spicy
stomach.
Cheetos.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
going to have to
Yeah,
vomit.
that's
Is
right.
15 pounds.
How much
Spicy
is a
Cheetos.
bag of Cheetos? How much does it weigh?
Mm,
Like a full size regular bag that you get.
Bag of Cheetos.
Because I bet it's
Cheetos.
like a quarter pound. So you're looking around
40
60
something,
bags of
60 bags of
Cheetos.
those.
That's quite a lot of
20,
food.
28 grams.
28 grams. How many
I'll give you
grams
the
are in a
math.
pound?
Yeah.
So 15 pounds is 6.8 kilos.
That didn't help.
Hold on. So it's 6,800.
28
Bubba, how much?
grams. 28 grams.
28
28.
grams is a bag of Cheetos?
242 bags.
So yeah,
No problem.
you're going to hate Cheetos by the end of that.
6.8.
That's just the average
15
weekend.
pounds of
No problem.
Doritos.
We're gonna have to put some flaming hot in there too, just to mix
That's
it
what I
up a
want. I
little
want
bit.
the flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want
just
15
straight
pounds
Flamin'
of flaming hot Cheetos.
Mama
Why?
birded into a
Doritos
bowl.
You could eat.
That's probably what they said to you if you win like one of those all you can eat contests. Is like 15 pounds of Cheetos.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You're never eating more than that. Matt Enter says you can bring back any year one weapon with refresh perks, origin traits, etc. What do you choose?
Drake's promise.
Drake's promise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I
gotta
always
agree.
move on. I don't care about anything coming back. I want new stuff.
Yeah, same.
I move
Especially
How
with-
has Drake's Promise not come back yet?
They don't like it. They don't think it's worthy of an exotic slot.
How
so
dare
just never
they?
brought it back. I know. I was quite offended.
Have
actually.
you written a strongly worded letter yet?
I bring it up all the time.
I will sign your petition.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been the perfect season to bring it back. Arc is there. It's a fallen weapon.
Wow. They missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Nicholas
yeah.
Cross says, I've gone through 3 resets worth of engrams trying to get a chill clip, auto loading Riptide. Has there ever been a weapon you've wanted that refused to drop? Yeah,
All time.
like every raid exotic, pretty much.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Definitely true.
Yeah. What was the one that everybody was farming? It was like the remake of the hand cannon with Firefly on it.
Imago Loop.
Mola
Imago Loop.
Imago Loop. Yeah, I never got
Mm.
one. I farmed and I farmed and I farmed and I never got it.
Yeah, I don't think I
Yeah.
got that either, actually.
I tried quite a bit for the God roll Imago. Did not get it.
Mm.
I got real drunk one night doing that.
To deal with the pain.
15 pounds of Cheetos.
Like, real
15
drunk.
pounds of Cheetos.
Dreadnought says Elon Musk appoints you as the new CEO of Twitter. What crazy changes will you make effective immediately? 144 characters. We're going back. Rolling it back. Y'all
Only
people talk
caps.
too goddamn much.
Only caps from now on.
Caps only. Shorter tweets.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Anytime you upload a photo, it automatically crops in randomly somewhere else in the photo. You just don't know where.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, you're right.
And people tried to figure out how to like trick it into actually showing the picture.
I forgot.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right.
We just go back. Yeah, just take it back.
Yeah.
I would make some specific changes to like gaming Twitter, and anytime anyone did some sort of tweet about here's how to make the game better, it would automatically enroll them in a dev design course because obviously they're better.
Mm. Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. That's good.
Here's
Every
your,
time, just sign up. You've been thank you. You've been enrolled in 101 how to make video games.
here's your 15-week dev course on breaking into understanding how to build a game.
Yeah.
That's a
Also,
good
if
one.
I became suddenly the new CEO of Twitter, my first question would probably be like, "Can I sell my stock options right now?" Because
That's
they're going
fair.
to be worth less the longer I'm here.
I don't know. I'd have to actually think about my changes instead of just, willy-nilly doing them.
Yeah, I don't know what I
Who
would
does
change.
that?
Don't know. I don't think anyone's ever done that.
I would ban My Name Is Bife and anyone else making law videos.
You can shadow ban all your competition.
Yep.
Nicholas Prouse says, "I've gone through 3 resets." I'm sorry, I read that one already, didn't I? Insane 8511 says, "What are you hoping to get out of the upcoming year? What would you like? What are you looking forward to most in Lightfall?"
Strand for me.
Yeah, definitely Strand. Upcoming year in general?
Sure. Yeah.
Happiness?
A
Good,
happy
yeah.
person.
Not sadness.
I like to be happy.
Happy, not
Yeah,
sad.
being happy is pretty cool.
I've been really focusing on health. I'd like to continue that into the new year. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get my
Keep that going.
jiu-jitsu back and consistent. That'd be nice.
That sounds fun.
I'd like Leo not to break any more legs.
That would be good.
That'd be good too.
First and only bone
then-
broken. Not a second one.
And then day 1 DCP new raid. That's what I want to.
I would love it day one.
Day 1
DCP
completion.
raid.
Little day one
Right.
completion.
Bang.
Yeah.
Completion.
Completion, not just day 1. Day 1 completion.
Dang.
DCP.
When's the last time we've done that? It's been a bit.
Deepstone Crypt? Was it?
Was that a completion?
Did we finish that?
I
Yeah,
think so.
maybe?
It's have to
Maybe.
remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
What do you need to do to get ready to do a world's first and actually complete it?
I
Get good.
think it's
15
probably
pounds.
more about like everyone going, yeah, we are committed to being here for 24 hours. That's the
And
hard
there
part.
goes my health
That's a hard
aspirations.
no for me, dog.
Yeah.
I'm
you
like
know
I'm
what?
like a 4-hour man these days.
you need dedicated Aeons. You need dedicated people making heavy ammo because
Yeah.
I felt like most of the ones we've fallen on has just been like ammo economy.
I will level up some Aeons that have a good roll on them. I'll D2 armor picker a build.
Probably
Yeah.
raiding together more than once every 6 months.
That would
Nah,
also
that's
help.
not it.
Yep.
That's not it.
The Gaming Ox says, "No question. Just wanted to say you guys are one of my most watched Twitch channels. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to y'all. Merry Christmas and Happy
Thanks.
Holidays to you as
Yeah,
well.
happy
Gaming
holidays.
Ox. Thank you for the
Merry
kind words.
Christmas, my friend. Thanks
Merry
for being
Christmas. Merry
around.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This week in video games says, Again, no question today. Just wanted to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you all for a great podcast in 2022. Not only DCP Live, but Side Quest and Retro Slot 2. Looking forward to more in 2023. Yo, thank you very much.
Thank
you very
so
much.
much.
Good luck with your podcast
Yeah.
as well.
I hope
Yeah.
we don't disappoint you.
My resolution.
Getting all sentimental as life goes on. What do you want next year? What happiness?
Happiness.
Peach
We'll
knocked
try
right
and
to the-
complete a
right to the
raid
head.
one time. One.
With me friend.
Bottles the Conqueror says, Merry Christmas. Thanks for a great year with all your podcasts. Since Mercury's got to design and a Destiny exotic, if you could design an exotic weapon or armor, what would its exotic perk be?
I would design an exotic perk that makes Crucible dope and awesome.
Anytime anyone's got it on, it just makes Crucible good.
That'd be a
It's just
popular
fun.
one.
Yeah.
Activate
Mhm.
Trials of Osiris being awesome.
Just Crucible's so fun. Look at that. Wow. Nice.
So
Hear me
could
out.
you?
The Needler from Halo, except dildos.
Okay.
Multiple
What does
it do?
tiny dildos. Okay.
You know the gun from Portal? How about that?
But a dildo.
Portal gun. Portal gun.
Portal gun, but a dildo. Got it.
Correct.
The Omega 222 says Close Spray has taken over for Santa, is giving the DCP crew gifts this year. What does he give you, and how traumatized does it leave you?
Clovis spray.
I think
giving
they've
me a
already
gift.
given me all of the trauma this year with Destiny changes to PvP. So I'm good.
Right.
You're traumatized out.
I'm sorry. Someone already did it all. Thank you.
Gave you the
What?
opposite.
Is there someone's in chat? The sake's taking hold. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I've not drank it all. And it's peach jelly sake. So you have to chew it. And it's fizzy.
You have to chew it?
You have to chew it?
Yeah, there's jelly in here. You probably can't see it, but there's jelly.
All right.
So
you know, that has
Interesting.
never been appetizing to me.
Mm.
it tastes good though. It's peach.
That's good.
Itchy.
Peach.
Right side, right?
Yeah.
What
They usually have a
was
lot
the
of alcohol in them, like Jello shots, like a deceiving amount.
right. That's the
Yeah.
that's the reason behind it, right?
That's the reason behind the Jello
It's
shot.
a
Yeah, you take a
fast
Jello
vehicle.
shot, and it's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. Easy to throw up, though, which is nice.
True.
Jello shots. That's what Clovis Spray is going to give us for Christmas. Drag says, do you feel like it's hard to make a kinetic primary build when the 3.0 verbs are so much better for ads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a big issue right now.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that makes me not very motivated to chase weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I like a Solar Titan. You literally punch everything and throw your hammer at everything. The only time you use your weapons is for boss DPS. Arc Titan's pretty similar with Storm Nades.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of wish the weapons were. I wish it was sort of reversed. I think bit more of those abilities like on weapons. You know, when everything blows up.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wishing for future weapons to be more like integrated with those verbs.
Yeah.
Some interesting gameplay loops that could happen from that, because I mean, we're getting them in the exotics, which is nice, and like Polaris Lance is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I just enjoy bringing that gun back and using it. So that getting the verb for the solar stuff will be really nice. But yeah, I just want more of that in the general like sandbox of legendary weapon type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
I think, like,
difficult too to
a-
make something that can actually
Yeah.
fit in that, you know?
I think a good example of like weapon balance and ability balance is like the Falcon. You know, you come out of Invis, you use a void weapon, and it has demo. You know, it has what's the void explosions? has that
Volatile
on it,
rounds.
has volatile rounds on it. You know,
Yeah.
so you still essentially you have like these ability perks popping off with like volatile rounds, but you have to shoot stuff still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vulture, Incandescent, I think are all
Mhm.
good
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah,
things.
they are.
Right?
Yeah. Mhm.
It's just when you can basically have Vault on melee only and run around punching stuff and everything's just like exploding. Then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, then why do I need to shoot things then?
Do you think it's just like too much? Do they
I
go
do
too
think it's a
far
bit
with
too
it? Yeah.
much. I think ability is a bit too far. Yeah.
We've been around this block before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Destiny
Yeah, we
has
have.
gone too far that side and then swung back too much to the weapon side. And then, we got to go back and forth. And
Well, it depends how they
Uh.
start making content because I feel like the content now is adjusting for the way abilities are, and it does feel better with like the contest mode stuff and that kind of thing, like being lower level and even looking at the dungeons now with how much health bosses have. I think
Mhm.
they're starting to account for how strong abilities are, and it
That's
does
true.
feel better in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think actually GMs feel way better with the way abilities are
Mhm.
because you are so powerful and you still have to use your weapons. So I just think the content's eventually catching up to the ability power.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Walt says, "Happy holidays. What is your guys' favorite Christmas movie? Is there one you watch every year?"
Pretty much Christmas Story.
Yeah, it was.
Did
It
you
was
see they came out
Christmas
with a
Story for
new
me.
one?
Yeah, we
There's a
watched
new
it.
Christmas Story
Hmm.
with the kid. Well, he's grown up obviously now, but the same star.
A lot of the same
Christmas
actors are in
Story is
it.
in the new one.
Yeah, a lot of the same actors are in it.
Which is not the first time they made a Christmas Story sequel. But
Really?
it's the first time with the same. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a Christmas Story 2, and then
that's
there's a Christmas Story, which is the new one.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
The Disney Christmas Story used to be mine when I was with my parents.
Disney Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Scrooged, I think, maybe. I really like that movie.
Yeah.
It's fun. Funny.
I don't think I have any traditions. I mean, Home Alone and Die Hard come to mind as things I
Yeah.
would like to watch. But
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
let's not start this again.
I don't even know if Home Alone is a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. Come on.
It's Temp's like, stop baiting. It's a Christmas movie. Let's move on.
Come on, Briar.
I
Briar's
mean,
go-to watch is Bad Santa.
oh, that is a good movie.
That sounds actually pretty funny, isn't it?
It's
I remember that being
hilarious.
funny. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah. The look on the kid's face when he wakes up and Bad Santa ate all the chocolate out of the advent calendar.
Advent calendar chocolate. It's just got a different taste, man.
It's different.
It's good.
Is it good though? Because I feel like
Yeah.
it's not good.
It is.
Really?
You're eating the
They
wrong
mixing a little blood of Christ in there, getting you real spun
stuff.
up.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that might be it.
Oh, maybe you're Neanderthal.
Could be. Possible.
Have you guys seen that advent calendar that is the bad guy from Die Hard falling off of what's it called, Nakatomi Plaza Tower?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's in
Pretty
that.
funny. Toby says, "Hey DCP, happy holidays. Just wanted to say thank you for all that you guys do. I drive a ton for work, and the podcast always keeps me entertained while driving. Question, going back to an old topic, if you were someone who caught their poop, how would you handle diarrhea? Maybe a bowl." I just saw that clip again today on Twitter, actually.
Really?
It's the
Yeah.
best clip.
Man.
It's so good.
It is hilarious.
I laugh every time I see it.
You guys don't catch poop every time?
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So you know how like everyone catches poop when they go to the bathroom? It's like, what?
And there's
No, we don't. What the hell are you talking
no.
about? Catching? It's like, well, not actually in your hand. You put some toilet paper, obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, that's what you do. That's what diarrhea is for. I mean, that's why you wash your hands when you leave the bathroom.
That's why you wash your hands. All the poop grab.
Maybe you could fashion like a little bowl out of the toilet paper.
I think you'd have to go bowl. Or maybe
maybe a
that's when he
funnel?
actually puts the toilet paper in the toilet and creates a
Oh, the parachute.
yeah.
Mhm.
The parachute.
I mean, at what
That's to
point?
prevent splashback.
At what point do you eventually go? It's so much easier just to let it go into the place where it's ultimately going to go in the first place.
But then you get splashed.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess this was the whole reason. It was the splashback.
That was the whole reason.
like terrified of water splashback.
Yeah.
So probably had shit on me head.
You'd rather exactly. You're
Yeah.
terrified of some water droplets hitting your butt, so you'd rather have the chance of some fecal matter covering your hand. Got it.
Basil says he pulled Zavala for Secret Santa. What gift are you giving him? Happy holidays, wishing you and your loved ones a happy new year. You too, Basil.
Thanks, Basil.
Um,
Zavala. Some baby
Give me a
Zavala.
big fat joint.
Something
That dude
uber
needs to chill
boring
the
for his
fuck out.
desk. Like a paperweight or some shit.
Paperweight? What would it be? A paperweight?
Yeah.
Of?
Snow
His-
globe
of his wife.
with his dead wife.
Dead wife? Damn. Whew.
Of the scene where his son dies and his wife screaming.
Merry
Put it-
Christmas, you asshole.
Okay, I agree with Mylan. I'm gonna chip in.
We all got you this gift. Wanted to commemorate the moment.
Handcrafted. One of a kind. A puzzle.
Blandy McBlanderson says, if you got into trouble, which of the following people would you call to get you out? A. Ferris Bueller. B. Michael Knight, the Knight Rider. C. The A-Team. Or D. Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile
Ooh.
Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
It's got a big knife.
It really depends on what kind of trouble I'm in.
Yeah,
Like,
what kind
all
of
trouble.
trouble?
All the
Am
trouble.
Am I
Crocodile
being
Dundee can deal
attacked
with
by
all
an
trouble.
alligator? Then
All
yeah,
trouble.
D. Crocodile Dundee. Is my Orange Grove being attacked by angry
Frost.
businessmen? The
Winter
A-Team
Frost?
is my
Crocodile Dundee could probably handle that.
yeah.
Mhm.
What, the orange?
Mm-hmm.
Your Citrus Grove in Florida?
Am I in trouble with the principal? Then I'm going with Ferris Bueller.
I'm going Crocodile Dundee with
I
the
think you could handle that.
although the
I don't think
A-Team
you'll have
would
a
be
problem.
pretty funny busting into school and being like,
Oh yeah. Mr. Goodbye
Stabbing
says,
everyone.
what was the
These
best part of
giant knives.
2022?
Best part?
Best part.
Best Buy?
2022. Best part.
Best part. Well, that's easy. Leo was born this year.
That's true. He became a papa.
It
Became
didn't really
Papa.
register for me, honestly.
Your guys' favorite time wasn't me becoming Papa.
No. It was nice.
Yeah.
For me personally, it was probably Bandai Namco noticing me and
Mm.
allowing me access to the Elden Ring network test
Mm.
and finally having like contact in Bandai because
That's
I've wanted
cool.
that for like 15 years. So
How'd you get that?
Nice.
What was it? What was it?
I
did
don't
it?
know.
You don't know what did it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, how'd they contact you?
I got an email and then I was like, oh my God, you have no idea how much this means to me. I love you. And then I didn't ruin it.
And then you got banned.
I got banned
You're
and
like-
kicked out of Discord.
Please pay me attention. I love you. I love this game. Blah, 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 blah. Ban the crazy lady.
Yep. That's true.
Hmm.
And then playing Elden Ring. Because everything after that kind of sucked. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
True.
go with beating Millennia with 14 health vigor.
Oof.
Yeah,
Endurance build.
endurance, maxed out endurance. That was my highlight.
Max endurance build. Yeah, very nice.
Actually, no, I'm gonna go with having Charlie neutered. That was the highlight of this year.
getting Charlie. That was one of my highlights. of
Getting
the year.
Charlie, yes.
Charlie showing up and being like, look at that boy. He's so
Let
cute.
me in. I live here. It's like, yes, you do, Charlie. Get in.
For me, it was I spent a Sunday. A buddy invited me to go play frisbee golf, and we went, and he got bored right away. He said, "You want to go back to my house and go kayaking?" And I said, "Okay, yeah, sure. I'd never been before." And I had so much fun that I immediately went home and I told my wife I'm going to go buy a kayak the next day. And she's like, "Really? I love kayaking. Get me one too." And like all of a sudden it opened up this whole new thing that we both enjoy that we could do together and have a blast with.
Man,
I literally didn't know that you just started that this year. I thought this was like a long time thing that you've been doing forever.
Briar the River Folk.
Brand new.
That the way you phrased in the story, just like it could have gone so many ways. When like, you know, that's how you had your nuts cut off or something, you know, like
What?
that was just, you know, the way it was. Somebody like right turns, tangents. I was like, wait, what? That's never doing that now.
It was just really awesome to like have this new thing to share with my wife. Like,
yeah, no, it's beautiful.
That is pretty
Beautiful.
cool, especially discovering something into your marriage, and you're like, wait, this is a thing that we can both enjoy.
Yeah,
and it just never came up. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Also, similar thing just happened with snowmobiles.
Did it finally snow to the point where you can actually ride a snowmobile there?
No. I don't think we're gonna buy snowmobiles, but we just recently discovered that we both love snowmobiling. We'd never talked about it before after all these years.
Some things just don't come up. Yeah.
Maybe she would
In all honesty, a lot of our focus was on raising kids earlier.
Yeah.
Now our kids are older and we don't
True.
have the same kind of attention in that direction.
That's true.
Dave Mullen says, in Lightfall, will the colony on Neptune speak in different accents than us? Like how in Star Wars, the Empire speaks in an English accent, or in BL, the pre-sequel, the Moon of Pandora civilization spoke Australian.
Right.
I hope so. I hope the Cloud Strikers are. Yeah, that'd be cool.
The Empire speaking in an English accent is merely a fact of where they filmed different parts of that movie.
You know, it's also because they always make the bad guys British. Like in Disney movies, everything. It's always the British bad guys.
It's not a commentary, on imperialism.
Could be. Yeah, they are the
There's like 200 countries in the world that celebrate an Independence Day from the British.
Australia's not one of them. Australia's sitting pretty over there. Like, yeah, Queen, King. Kings.
Yay, Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Mr. Bancolito says, thanks for the great year. Y'all seem to enjoy Vampire Savior. Hence, I want to know what you think of Brotato. Mr. Bancolito has been asking us about Brotato.
Can someone please fucking play the game?
I'll play the game. I will play the game over the break. Next time we do side quests, I will share.
Please, Briar. Please.
In the holiday spirit, if you want, I'll gift you each a copy of the game on Steam. No. Really want to know how it runs on the Steam Deck. Much love.
Well, Briar,
it's only $4.
Yeah, I will definitely check it out.
Nice.
I think it's like a Vampire Survivor kind of.
It looks very similar. Yep.
But with potatoes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was also voted in the Steam Awards nominee as Best Game on the Go, which makes me feel like it probably does work pretty well on the Steam Deck.
Probably does.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a large backlog of games I want to play over this break.
I just looked at the Steam winter sale and saw like a ton of games that came out apparently in the last 2 years that look amazing and are reviewed really highly, and I just did not play. So
I want to play Crisis Core. I'm playing Chrono Trigger on the Steam Deck. I want to play Strangers of Paradise.
Me too. I want to play it right now. There's DLC coming out in January.
For Strangers of Paradise?
Yeah. It's their final DLC. I want chaos. I want to play Linkin Park while becoming the Final Fantasy 1 bad guy.
I've heard the game is batshit crazy and not to be missed.
I've heard it's very fun, and I've wanted to play it for a long time. I just haven't fit it in. But I want to play it.
The Mohegan 9 says, could you land a commercial airliner in an emergency situation with only air traffic control walking you through it?
No.
Absolutely.
I couldn't.
No problem.
No. Nope.
I have extensive playtime in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, see, I have not. I don't
And,
even know what a cockpit
frankly,
looks
didn't think it was
like.
that difficult.
I would
we
give it
be
a good
dying if it was.
try. I would give it a good
I'll
try.
try. I'll pay attention. I'll be alert. I'll follow instructions.
Yeah.
Most
But-
pilots are drunk anyway, so how hard can it be?
Yeah, man. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's got to have like an auto button on there somewhere. Autopilot.
Yeah.
Where does the term autopilot come from? Huh?
I've seen
Gotta
both
be an
Top Gun
autopilot.
and Top Gun 2, so I'm pretty much an expert.
No.
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 No, we're doomed.
Zachary Richin says, "Hello, everyone. I hope you and your families are well. Same to you.
Same to you.
Hope you all have happy holidays, however you spend it. My question this week is, what was your favorite movie that came out this year?"
Mm.
The Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Jujutsu Kaisen 0, Vivi. Yep.
I have
Okay.
not been to the movies this year.
Me neither. I watched it with Twitch chat right here.
Oh.
Ooh, not bad.
I cannot seem to recall a single movie I've watched this year.
Top Gun?
Yeah.
Top Gun came out this year.
Okay, Top Gun.
Honestly, Top Gun was a lot of fun, but I'm trying to remember all the movies that came out in 2022.
Yeah.
Black Adam. Top one right there.
I just watched Black Adam. I thought it was fun. I had no problem with that movie.
It's
At all.
fun. It's definitely fun.
It's fun.
It's
Yeah.
random as hell. Be like, oh,
Sure.
now this is happening. Sure, okay.
I got nothing for you.
Briar's
Yeah.
favorite was the Batman.
Ugh, that movie was so boring.
I definitely enjoyed Batman as well. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Top Gun. Top Gun was fun.
Top Gun was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Last question of the night.
I mean,
From Hugo Rune. How long would you keep going out with a true love who spent the 12 days of Christmas mainly saddling you with birds and other animals, which would require a lot of effort to keep fed and housed? How would you persuade them to give you rings every day instead? I mean, you're pretty much describing my life, Hugo Rune. You know how many fucking animals we have around this place?
that
It's
sounds
ridiculous.
that sounds like a great Christmas.
What do you
sounds
do with
great.
the excess animals, Briar? Eat them?
I don't care. Just
Set
get
them
'em out.
free?
Am
Set
I
'em
just
free?
getting animals to
Yeah.
like love? Is that what's happening?
Well, apparently every year. So this circumstance is the true love delivers the 12 days of Christmas every year, so you know
Yeah.
what's coming.
Yeah.
At that point, it's not
Every
like a
year.
surprise. Isn't that what they
I
said?
would move to a cheaper place with more land and build places for the animals to chill.
You
Huh.
mean dig places for the animals?
No, I would look after them, feed them.
Yeah, how many of these?
I
How
would
many of them are
quit
going to die
Destiny
because you don't know how to
and
take care?
live stream me looking after the animals all day.
Okay.
That's what I
Like
do.
a
I mean,
sanctuary?
How hard is it to take care of 2 turtle doves? Put them in a cage.
And after 10 years, you got 20 turtle doves. Easy.
I doubt it. I doubt it. What's the life expectancy of a turtle dove?
Yeah, you know what? You probably still just have 2 turtle doves at that point.
I'm guessing it's like goldfish.
Oh, Morbius.
20 years.
Morbius
Turtle
was the best
dove,
movie.
20 years.
So you got 20, Briar, if you know how to take care of them.
Wow. No, I don't.
Or you're having turtle dove soup.
You know what's more attractive to me is like less responsibility. Like I want to be on that downward curve of responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, isn't it
I feel
8
like
maids?
I've hit my max. And now
Isn't
It's a lot of birds, yeah.
Isn't it 8 maids of milking?
okay. I'm more interested
Yeah.
now.
8 maids are
What are they milking?
me.
But it's 8 of them
Milk
every
is
year.
expensive.
This is gonna get
Cool.
out of hand.
They
Here.
can look after the birds. You milk me, and then you go look after the birds. Simple.
Yeah, the whole premise of that song, it gets crazier the older you get. Like when you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah, some weird Christmas stuff. All right, cool, and Santa, yeah. And now the older, it's like, huh? What can you do with all that?
Now it's like you need to, guys, make sure you ask consent before you give someone 23 birds a day. You know,
Ask for
you're not allowed to milk
consent.
people.
Good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't randomly milk people.
Why?
Ask
It's much
for
we love. It's not true.
That's sexual assault. I mean, to persuade them to give you rings every day instead, I feel like honesty is the best policy. Sometimes you're gonna have like a little bit of hurt feelings by being honest about your feelings for these times, but over the long haul of the relationship, having that cleared up early is going to be a lot better than getting 40 fucking milkmaids every year.
Partridge in a pear tree.
No one
Every
said you
year.
have to pay them.
Pear tree would be kind of nice, actually.
Every year. Added to the collection. But I got another
I
pear
mean,
tree, huh? Put in the
Get
back.
the mates planted.
No, just one though.
You have like
One
a
tree.
cider farm. Pear
Yeah.
cider.
And
Pear
then get
cider?
the maids to start
Is
a
that a thing?
business of cider selling.
Is
The
pear
maids
cider
can
a thing?
milk the fruit.
I mean, are they under like a contract? Do they have to show up one day of the year? Or are they like somehow,
I think they're your children now or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
they're like
Oh.
your
Oh,
child?
no. Okay, we're back off. We're back off the milkmaid thing.
They're your sister wives.
Sister wife.
They're your
It's a farm. You're in Utah. All right. A lot of land.
Yep. A lot of sisters.
I do like Utah.
Oh, man.
That's it. Once again, we have answered all of the Destiny-related questions that you could muster.
We have
You're welcome.
unlocked
Yep.
the war mind.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, back
Rasputin's
to
coming
rapid
back.
presence.
Rasputin listened to that last segment. I don't think he'd want to come back, to be honest.
Yeah. What's Rasputin?
You
You don't
giving
think
us?
Rasputin would like milkmaids?
Should have let that Almighty do what it was gonna do.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Some homework
Yep.
for lore masters out there is to figure out what Rasputin would get someone for the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is a good one.
Classical records.
Yeah, let us know. He does like classical music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mhm.
A
Nutcracker
ticket
Suite.
to a ballet, maybe.
Big ass lasers.
Like a cat, get him a laser toy. I might like that.
Big ass lasers. Oh man, war set to the head. Yeah, he does kind of like chucking war sets on top of people
Yeah.
from space.
Mhm.
Does.
That's true.
Huh.
It's like his hobby.
He's just really good at it.
He is good. He has hit me many times.
All right. Well, that is end of 2022 DCP. Thank you very much for tuning in.
When are we
hanging
coming
out.
back?
We were going to talk about that before. We literally said on SideQuest we were going to talk about it, decide, and then know when we did this episode.
Are we coming back the first week of the year?
I don't know. We have to talk about it. It's going to be sometime in January, most likely
We'll be back.
sooner than later.
Sometime in January, we'll be here.
Correct.
Yeah. Sooner than later, there will be another DCP jumping up on your feed, and we'll have things to talk about. There you
I'll
go.
be here.
We'll
Huge.
have lots of 15 pounds of food that have been munched.
Oh my god, I got a ham that has got Holtzman's written all over. I think it's 16 pounds, honestly. I don't think he could do it.
Do you have a ham with Holtzman's face on it?
Do you know there's a store called the Honey Baked Ham Company, and all they sell there
Honey baked
is,
ham.
in fact, Honey baked ham.
baked
Yeah.
I went there yesterday.
Is it the first time?
Line was going out the door into the sidewalk.
Is this literally the first
So many
time you've
people
heard about the
lining
honey
up for
baked
their
ham?
What's that?
Is this literally the first time you heard about the honey baked ham?
Company?
Yeah.
I've heard of Honey Baked Ham before. I've never heard of the Honey Baked Ham Company.
Whoa. What do you think the honey baked ham company. Of course, it's the selling honey baked hams.
That's clear. I mean, they really branded it pretty well, honestly.
Huh.
I just can't believe that a place that only sells honey baked hams can stay in business year round.
It's
Like,
because
just
they
shocking to me.
only do that, so they've refined their craft, so they're very good at it.
They've got it
It's
down.
all those
Cost
places
low.
that do that stuff have lines out the door. You have to get
Yeah.
a ticket and show up at a certain time of day.
Imagine
Really?
specking so hard in your character that you're only good at honey baked ham. That's what they've done in life.
It's
There
a
you
bit
go.
like having a Destiny lore channel.
I feel like having a Destiny channel.
I can't believe this is the first time you are aware of getting the honey baked ham. Anyways, that's the episode.
No,
Right.
Have
Right.
a merry holiday Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. Have a good
Just to
one.
clarify,
Be
I've gotten
safe.
honey baked ham before.
Yeah, but the honey
Currently,
baked
like,
ham is
minus
from
50 degrees in some places. I saw videos. There was like snow flying all over people's. Stay safe.
yes.
America's
Is
getting
honey baked ham like
rented.
champagne? Like it can only be from like a certain region of France?
No.
Just
It can only
cut
be from the
fade,
company.
please.
It can only be from the honey baked ham company. That's it, Briar. If it's anything else, it is a fake. All right.
Pretty sure
Do not
OJ
trust.
invested in them. Oh, so it's people.
It's people.
Wait, honey
People
baked
ham.
ham? It's people ham?
It's
Because
people
OJ
ham.
invested in it?
I'll send it to you, Watts. You can eat it.
That's why it's delicious.
All right. Bye, everyone. Happy holidays. We'll see you
Bye.
next year.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Bye.
Merry Christmas. Merry New Year.